It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you. After a long holiday weekend, it is a Tuesday that feels like a Monday, which I guess is better than a Monday that feels like a Tuesday, because that's just going to be a long week. It's a short week for us, and here we are, Sarah, in September.
Yeah, September 3rd. I know it's crazy that happened so fast, but yes, fall officially starts on the 22nd. So we're headed that direction. Yeah. All right, we'll look at some news. A police officer from Osage Beach was killed over the weekend while on the job. 33-year-old officer Felicia Carson was assisting in a police chase and crashed early Saturday morning. She had a husband and 6 children. The man police were after, Christopher Waymeyer, is jailed for fleeing a stop resulting in death. Officer Carson's service, we now know, is set for Thursday, this week on Thursday. We also know that there is a growing memorial for her outside of the Osage Beach Police Department. Man. Meanwhile, a driver who hit and killed a bicyclist back in April in Springfield is being sued by the husband of the cyclist. Mark Grantham has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the driver who hit 34-year-old Renee Grantham after she failed on her bicycle to yield to traffic on Division Street. Renee was a beloved professor at Evangel University. The lawsuit claims that negligence and proximity caused or contributed to her death. The driver of the SUV has not been charged in the crash.
And a Springfield man is in trouble with the feds for threatening on social media to kill former President Trump, other Republicans, as well as police officers. Justin White was arrested for content he posted, including pictures of guns and ammo and threats of violence and even death. Federal investigators say Springfield police are familiar with White because of similar videos that he's posted in the past. White told investigators, for his part, that he started hating police officers after watching videos on YouTube and TikTok of cops being, in his mind, overly aggressive and some questionable traffic stops. So there you go.
All right. Just like that, the possibility of James River Freeway to the north seems to be off the table. Greene County commissioners say they no longer want to study creating a loop around the north side of town. Commissioners asked that the study be removed from the Highway Department's list of high priority items that are not funded. And the people who live in North Springfield rejoice. We know many of them, it seemed the majority, based on the numbers that showed up to a meeting about this topic, did not want that loop to happen for fear of basically city leaders being able to take over their property, I guess, in what would maybe become eminent domain. So anyway, they're definitely not going to be studying it, which means it's probably not going to happen.
That anytime soon. Yeah. So
at least not anytime soon.
You might remember that deadly plane crash a few weeks ago that killed several members of a gospel singing group, the Nealons. Now we know more about what led up to that crash. Investigators say the pilot reported an emergency before they went down, saying they lost autopilot. Then the plane lost control. It appeared to be out of control over the skies of Wyoming. 7 people were killed, including 3 members of the popular family gospel group, the Nealons. And they were often in the Ozarks playing and performing at Silver Dollar City. So, tragedy. And a conference for conservatives and Christians is coming to Ozark before the election. It's called the Cultural Impact Conference. It's to go over ballot issues, inform voters before the upcoming November election. It's a big one. The group putting it on says it's to equip Christians to be informed voters. Happening this Saturday, September 7th, at the First Baptist Church in Ozark. Some big names like Missouri Senator Josh Hawley will be there, historian William Federer, Family Research President Tony Perkins, and human rights activist Seth Gruber will all be there to speak. It is free to attend. More information at ciconference.org. CI stands for Cultural Impact, so ciconference.org.
All right. Well, if you think you have what it takes to become the next American Idol contestant, now is your chance to try out. If you are from Missouri, this Friday, the show is having an open casting call, if you will, but it is via Zoom, which is interesting because that means that you will get real-time feedback via Zoom from producers and you don't have to travel. So you can check out the sign-up page on American Idol's website. Again, this Friday's date is only for Missouri folks. If you live in Arkansas and you're watching us, or Oklahoma, you can go to the website and see when your state is having open casting calls. So there you go. Maybe you got it, maybe you don't, but they'll let you know. Those producers will let you know. Also, we want to mention our contest that is ongoing with the Kansas City Chiefs in Branson, which is the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as Around the Ozarks News. And say what?
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Is right. So our new keyword is scenic.
The keyword is scenic.
There you go. Now you know, everybody. Now you know. This is for the Branson Bowl, week number 2. You can win tickets to a home ball game at Arrowhead. You can also win KC Chiefs custom gear. So the upcoming tickets this round, we've already picked last round. So this round, it will be the Chiefs home game on September 15th versus the Bengals. Okay. So you want to get signed up, go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on contest, and then you'll see the Branson Bowl. And you need that keyword, the word scenic. And then on Thursday, we'll pick the winner. And on Friday, we will announce who it is. Yes, I want to mention the time that some people watch this on Thursday. Like if you're watching it at 5 p.m., you need to know that we pick the winner before that. And then we announce it Friday morning. So make sure that you get it in on time. You know what I mean?
Rather than later.
Sooner rather than later. So anyway, we'll let you know, but you got to have the password.
Go to aroundtheozarks.com and just make that a regular stop at least once a week, no matter what you're doing, because we've got contests there going on all the time and we give away great prizes. So we had a good Labor Day weekend. Hope you did as well. We were down in Bentonville for triathlons that the family did. Sarah placed second in your triathlon.
Woohoo! In my age group. Yep. Second in my age group.
In your age group.
Didn't do too shabby overall either, but made the podium for the age group win. So that was exciting.
Our 15-year-old got first place in her age group, second place if you're counting from 15 all the way to 20. So she did well. That was exciting. Our middle did really well, and she doesn't run much. So that was the hard part for her. She could swim and bike, but
or at all.
Running 3 miles that was tough. But she gritted it out, which was impressive.
Yeah. After biking 12, which is even more impressive because she also never rides a bike.
Yeah. And then Griffin took part in the a separate triathlon that Sarah did with Caroline and Griffin. It was a 3-person. So one of them swims, one bikes, one runs, and you put the times together, and they came in 3rd place in that. So it was a pretty good weekend, and I ranked near the top in support, as I often do. Yeah, it was just
near the top, but not at the not first place.
Not first place, because I'm not splurging for Prime and Gatorade. They're going to drink water because water is just as good.
And that's why. That's why you're wondering what knocked them down a couple levels. That's why. We needed electrolytes, and the answer was no. Water's free.
They don't know what to believe. They don't know if that's true.
I'm kidding, actually. He was number 1 by my calculation. He was number 1. So
yeah, I make sure all the bikes are where they need to be. And I hope to fund this whole thing. So
that's true. Somebody's got to pay the bills. Somebody's got to pay the bills.
But it was fun. We had a good weekend. Bentonville's a great town to visit. It's
especially if you like all things outdoors.
Yeah,
like
it's a couple hours away.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time outside.
And it's a good race. It's for MS. Sarah got to speak a little bit about MS, how it's affected her family, and it was neat to be part of. They raise a lot of money for MS research, and he had some. The guy talking had some really cool, amazing research to share about how the green mamba snake in Eastern Africa, I think he said, the venom is now a potential cure for MS in the way that it affects, I don't know, all the stuff that he was talking about, more than I do.
Well, I mean, it's fascinating because so this race helps fund 3 different researchers to do research on MS. I mean, right now they don't even know exactly what causes it. So that would be helpful if you could figure out the root cause. Anyway, it just makes you wonder if there is a cure for all diseases naturally occurring in the earth. Because how in the world do you find out that venom from a snake in Eastern Africa could potentially help cure MS? You know what I mean? It's just fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And his wife has MS. So they've been doing this since 2011, raised a lot of money in the process.
Yeah.
And it is a cause near and dear to my heart, unfortunately so. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's a great cause. And I love to race as it is, but it just feels extra special knowing that it's helping people who struggle with MS, because there are a lot. There are a lot, primarily women. Men can have it too, but women have it more often, 2 to 1 more often than men. So
if you're looking to get into triathlon at all, they have different 3 or 4 different types of triathlons you can take part in. We've got some friends who go and are in it every year, and it's a good family weekend. So anyway, you can check that out for next year. What's it called?
TriFest for MS.
Yeah, in Bentonville.
Yep.
All right. Hope you had a great weekend as well, and we're off to a good start with the week, and make it a good one. We hope and pray, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.
Hey everyone, it is Ryan Seacrest here. Ready to heat up your summer vacation? Get ready, things are about to get sizzling at Chumba Casino. Your summer getting a whole lot hotter with a special daily login bonus waiting just for you. So sign up now for Reels of Fun and Reels of Prizes right here at Chumba Casino with yours truly. Join me at ChumbaCasino.com and dive into a summer of social casino fun.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Rescue Towing and Command Family Medicine. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, and we are waking up to a short work week in the Ozarks. Hopefully, it is short for you also. Temperatures this morning, very comfortable. It almost feels like fall in the air this morning. We have temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s area-wide. It's cool, it's crisp, and here's the good news. It's going to be another great day. Even though you may have to head back to work today, we have fantastic weather conditions in the forecast. More cloud cover than what we had around yesterday, but still high temperatures topping out in the low 80s, a nice breeze. It's going to be a fantastic day to get outdoors again after a really nice holiday weekend. Of course, we had those showers and thunderstorms around on Friday with the heavy rain. A few of us also dealt with a few isolated showers on Saturday, even a couple on Sunday in our far southern counties, but they weren't enough to ruin the weekend. For the most part, it was beautiful across the Ozarks, and that's always nice when we can get that to land on a 3-day weekend. Below average temperatures will kick us off for the short work week, as I said, and numbers will likely only be topping out in the lower 80s today. Starting off the work week dry as well. I'm not expecting any rain chances in the Ozarks today, but there will be more clouds, and this may be setting the stage for some moisture that's going to move back in as early as Wednesday. Across the country, all the activity is down in the southern portion of the country. That's where the rain and potentially torrential rain will stay. A low pressure system centered over Texas is going to bring some rainy conditions to Texas and much of the south as a frontal boundary extends through our southern states all the way back toward the East Coast. We're still sitting pretty here in the Ozarks underneath a ridge of high pressure and high pressure here at the surface too. So that means sinking air. It means low dew points, low relative humidity, very comfortable in the Ozarks, not just today, but even tomorrow as well. Today, winds won't be strong, but they'll be out of the east at about 5 miles an hour. Shower and thunderstorm chances do return as early as tomorrow. I have an isolated chance for some showers in here. I'm saying like 20 to 30%. with the chances for rain tomorrow. There will also be an isolated storm chance in there as we head closer to Wednesday and Thursday. These are not widespread thunderstorms by any means. These are just isolated in nature, kind of few and far between on the radar is what you will see. So that's what we'll be looking forward to as we head closer to tomorrow and Thursday. And then we'll dry things up again late in the week as we get closer to the weekend. Below average temperatures and dry conditions are also in the forecast for the weekend. If you're already thinking about the next weekend, I know I am. It's looking like a nice one. Again, temperatures may be staying in the upper 70s. Make your outdoor plans now or get some of those outdoor projects done before the really chilly weather starts to arrive and fall conditions take over. By the way, September specifically marks the start of fall in the meteorology world. So we consider September, October, and November the fall months. So we are starting to see some of those cooler temperatures, and we've certainly been able to experience that with these nice cool mornings. A little preview of the next couple of days. I told you today is high temperature. I'm going 81 in Springfield. We will have some cloud cover around and an east breeze. Cool again tonight, near 60 degrees when you wake up on Wednesday. A small chance for rain on Wednesday. Put the umbrella in the car tomorrow just in case. About a 30% chance for showers on Wednesday. Also, we're holding on to that isolated rain chance by Thursday too. Temperatures a little bit warmer and closer to average tomorrow and Thursday with highs back into the mid 80s. And then by Friday, we see the cooler weather kick in again. It'll be another nice one. Area football games should be very comfortable with low temperatures in the 50s for the weekend. So nice and cool for the camping forecast. Around the country, what's making headlines? You may hear about some of those heavy or torrential downpours with the potential for flash flooding for much of the south central United States. Not just today, but that's going to go on through about Thursday of this week. Above average temperatures are also impacting the Northwest. That's going to move into the interior Northwest as we head through the course of the day today. And then fire conditions have been making headlines out west, and fire conditions will remain high for the Great Basin area. So you may hear about some of those fire weather conditions as we get a little bit closer to fire season itself. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. And it's a great start to the week because we have back with us Joseph Arnold here to answer the Brain Twister Trivia question. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me, the non-celebrity guest picker. Thanks for having me.
The non-celebrity.
Good to be, yeah,
Brain
just a regular guy.
Yes, sir. Who
Still
like to force onto the show to answer these questions.
Oh, no. Yeah, I like being here. It's a tough invite to get, actually.
Is that right?
Few and far between.
Well, it's 5:00 in the morning, so it's not who wants to show up?
Just being nice.
We appreciate you for showing up to answer these Twister trivia questions.
It's good to be here.
This is the question that I'll give you. We'll do it just like we have the last couple of times. I'll give you 2 questions to answer. This last one, everybody heard on Friday. And then I'll give you the question for tomorrow if you want to take a stab at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I've gotten the last few right.
I think you have.
Is that the case?
Times. Yeah, we need I need to make some sort of like graphic where we can actually keep tally.
That's a great idea. I was on a losing streak, but now I'm on a winning streak. I'm hot.
You want the graphic? Put it in.
Yeah. Only if it is good.
Yeah.
For me.
Yes. All right. Well, are you ready for this question? Okay. This is the question that I left everybody with last week. Space question.
Oh.
Which planet spins in the opposite direction to all others in our solar system? This is the options are A, Mars, B, Venus, C, Jupiter, or D, Saturn.
Wow, I have not a clue. I feel like you're trying to lure us in with Saturn because it's the one with the rings and there's something different and weird about it. I'm just going to go with my scientific gut and go with Jupiter.
You're going Jupiter?
I'm going Jupiter. It's Saturn, isn't it?
It's not Saturn. It is Venus.
Oh, okay.
I know. Isn't that surprising?
It is to me.
It is. I know
Maybe
this was
not to
not.
smarter, more educated people out there.
Well,
but
for me, this was not one I was like super into. I like remember my elementary school planet like class projects. I was so
you
into this.
would.
And I remember buying, those foam balls from like the craft section. I
Yeah.
like specifically remember this one project where we got to paint the solar system and we got to go buy all those and I painted every individual one. Anyway, that's TMI. But
I am
all
not
that to say,
surprised.
I also did not remember
Oh,
which one went opposite.
I feel better about myself because hearing you tee that up, I thought you were going to say, and I knew that
No,
it was Venus.
no, I didn't. I didn't remember that if that was something that we learned. Also, the list of planets have changed since you and I went to elementary school. Like official, what
Don't call me out.
is a planet? Well,
Yeah.
I'm with you. So things have changed now, but apparently Venus has been spinning the wrong way the whole time.
Yeah.
And
So men are from Mars and women are from the one that spins the wrong way. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you
so here
sounds like an admission.
That's pretty funny.
No one should be listening to me. Yeah.
So the theory, it's not known why Venus is spinning in the opposite direction, but the theory is that a large object may have smashed into it during its creation, and it may have disrupted its usual orbital pattern. But that's just a theory. It's yet to be proven.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it happened eons ago, and yet it's set in motion and still going.
And it's still working. So think about things like on our planet, the sun, rises in the west and sets in the east. And on Venus, it is rising in the east and setting in the west because of the opposite spin. Yeah.
That's so strange.
I know. It's kind of hard to wrap your mind around.
Oh,
anyway.
If I could have phoned a friend, my aunt worked at the planetarium. She would have been able to.
Oh, she would have known, I bet. Well, no phone a friend on this show. Sorry. Maybe next time. The start
of what's hopefully not a losing streak. Let's hear this next question. I'm ready to move on.
All right. We'll go to the next one. Congrats to all of you that guessed B. Here's the question for tomorrow. I won't give you the answer just yet. I'll reveal the answer tomorrow morning. Where is it illegal to frown at clowns? Do you think it is A, Australia, B, Canada, C, the USA, or D, the United Kingdom? Yes, you heard the question right. Where is it illegal to frown at clowns?
I feel like you're asking me to get political. You're trying to. This is bait. This is bait.
No, it's not.
I'm not going to do it. I'll answer. I'll venture a guess. But
okay.
There are some silly laws in each of these places, including our own country. But everything's kind of upside down in Australia. Anyway, I'm going to go with Australia. They have some strange. Yes, they're on the wrong side of the equator. Let's go with Australia.
Illegal to frown at a clown. Do you think it's Australia too? You can let us know, or if you would like to choose one of the other options, you can do that. But let us know your guess. Joseph is going A, Australia, where the Australians do seem like they would be nice to cows. But I will let you know tomorrow morning. Also, a fun announcement for everybody. The prize has changed this week for the giveaway associated with the Brain Twister trivia question. So this week, you can enter the Brain Twister trivia question. And at the end of the week on Friday, somebody's going to win $50, a $50 gift card to Habaneros on South Campbell. So worth entering.
Yeah, that sounds good.
For dinner. You can reward yourself this weekend. So head on over to the website. If you would like to enter our Brain Twister trivia question, you can go A, Australia like Joseph, or you can go your own way. Let me know.
I think the people should trust me on this one. I have a good feeling.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He thinks this winning streak is really back. All right. Thanks, Joseph. Thanks for joining this morning. And thanks to all of our listeners. I will catch you all again early tomorrow morning. I also wanted to let you know that you can find up-to-the-minute weather information all day long. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Also head there to enter the trivia question. And thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine and Rescue Telling.